Marcus Aurelius didn't write, "I'm grateful for my toga today." He wrote battle plans for his soul. Most people treat journaling like a diary. Warriors use it as a weapon. Today, I'm going to show you how the Stoics turned blank pages into arsenals of mental dominance, and how you can weaponize your thoughts the same way. This isn't about feelings, it's about conquest. The emperor sits alone in his tent. Outside, the Germanic tribes wait for dawn to strike. Inside, Marcus Aurelius opens his journal, not to complain, not to reminisce, but to sharpen the blade of his mind. This is what separated him from every other man facing death at the Roman frontier. While others prayed or panicked, he wrote. And what he wrote became Meditations, the most powerful manual for mental warfare ever created. But here's what nobody tells you about Stoic journaling. It wasn't therapy, it was training, it was reconnaissance, it was strategic planning for the battlefield of existence. And if you're still writing, "I'm grateful for my coffee" in your journal, you're bringing a butter knife to a sword fight. Today, we're going beyond surface-level gratitude practices into the real Stoic journaling system, the one that transforms your mind from a passenger into a general. By the end of this, you'll understand why Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius treated their journals like military commanders treat war rooms. Let's begin with a truth that will separate you from 99% of people who journal. The fatal flaw of modern journaling. Walk into any bookstore and you'll find journals with prompts like, "What made you smile today?" or "List 3 things you're grateful for." That's not journaling, that's emotional tourism. You're taking snapshots of your feelings without ever doing anything with them. The Stoics understood something critical. The unexamined life isn't just not worth living, it's a liability. It's a weakness waiting to be exploited. Every unconsidered thought is a gap in your armor. Every unquestioned emotion is a door your enemies can kick open. When Marcus Aurelius wrote, he wasn't venting, he was conducting after-action reviews on his own soul. When Seneca composed his letters, he wasn't journaling in the modern sense, he was building philosophical fortifications against future attacks from fortune, fear, and his own weakness. The difference is intent. Modern journaling asks, "How do I feel?" Stoic journaling asks, "How do I conquer?" This distinction changes everything. The 3 columns of Stoic warfare journaling. The Stoics organized their thinking into 3 domains of control, what Epictetus called the fundamental division that determines whether you live as a slave or a free person. Your journal must reflect this structure, or you're just writing fiction about your life. Column 1. The externals. Terrain analysis. This is where you map the battlefield. What happened today that was outside your control? Not your interpretation, not your feelings about it, just the raw data. Someone cut you off in traffic. Your boss criticized your work. The stock market dropped. Your flight got delayed. Write these down with the emotional detachment of a military scout reporting enemy positions. No adjectives, no drama, just intelligence. This is what the Stoics called the externals, the territory you operate in but don't control. Marcus Aurelius did this constantly. The cucumber is bitter, put it down. There are brambles in the path, go around them. He wasn't complaining, he was cataloging obstacles without emotional contamination. This is your first tactical advantage. You cannot strategize effectively if you're drowning in your feelings about the situation. Most people fail here immediately. They write, "My terrible boss unfairly destroyed my presentation in front of everyone." That's not terrain analysis. That's emotional bleeding. A warrior writes, "Boss criticized presentation. Team was present." Now you have intelligence you can use. Column 2. The internals. Assessing your response. This is where Stoic journaling becomes surgery. You take each external event and examine your response with brutal honesty. Not what you wish you'd done, not what you'll do differently next time, what you actually did, and more importantly, what you actually thought and felt. Seneca was relentless about this. Every evening he would review his day and ask himself, what bad habit have I cured today? Which fault did I resist? In what respect am I better? This isn't self-help fluff. This is a warrior examining his armor after battle to find where it failed. Write down your automatic responses. When your boss criticized you, what was your immediate thought? This is unfair. I'm not good enough. I hate this job. These automatic thoughts are your vulnerabilities. They're the gaps where external events penetrate your defenses and control your state. The goal here isn't to feel bad about your responses, it's to see them. Epictetus taught that we're disturbed not by things, but by our views about things. Your journal in column 2 is where you catch yourself creating your own suffering. It's where you identify the mental habits that need to die. Most people never do this. They go from stimulus to response without ever examining the mechanism. They're puppets who never see the strings. You're going to cut those strings, one journal entry at a time. Column 3. The discipline. Strategic recalibration. This is where philosophy becomes action. For each event and each response you've cataloged, you now write your Stoic correction. Not a vague intention like, "I'll be more positive," a specific, actionable redirection based on Stoic principles. Your boss criticized your work? Column 3 might read, "The presentation is an external and indifferent. Boss's opinion is an external and indifferent. My integrity and effort are internals, mine alone. I control only my response. Criticism is an opportunity to improve or an opinion to disregard. Extract what's useful, discard the rest. Tomorrow, ask for specific feedback on content, not performance theater." See the difference? You've moved from emotional reaction to strategic response. You've separated what you control from what you don't. You've identified the lesson without bleeding energy into resentment. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." But he didn't just write that as inspiration. He used his journal to literally map how each obstacle would become fuel. That's column 3, converting everything into advantage. The morning reconnaissance, Premeditatio Malorum. Now we get into the tactical applications. The Stoics didn't just review their days, they rehearsed them. Before battle, before the Senate, before facing the day's challenges, they practiced what they called Premeditatio Malorum, the premeditation of evils. This is offensive journaling. You're not waiting for life to happen to you, you're gaming out the scenarios before they arrive.
Every morning, take 10 minutes to write down what could go wrong today. Not in a paranoid way, in a strategic way. What meetings could derail? What people might disappoint you? What plans could collapse? What temptations will you face? Then, and this is critical, you write your pre-committed response to each scenario. If the client rejects the proposal, I will, specific response based on Stoic principles. If my coworker undermines me in the meeting, I will, specific response. If I feel the urge to skip my training, I will, specific response. You're not manifesting positive outcomes, you're programming your responses so that when chaos strikes, you don't have to think, you execute. This is what separates special forces operators from civilians. They've rehearsed every contingency until their responses are automatic. The Stoics understood that willpower is a finite resource. You cannot make wise decisions in the heat of emotional battle. So you make them in advance, in your journal, when your mind is clear. Then, when the moment comes, you're not deciding, you're implementing. Seneca wrote to his friend Lucilius, "The pilot who considers his route before setting sail is prepared for storms." Your morning journal entries are your route planning. Without them, you're just reacting to whatever wind hits your sails. The evening audit, examen conscientia. If morning journaling is reconnaissance, evening journaling is the after-action review. This is where growth becomes systematic instead of accidental. The Stoics, particularly Seneca, practiced nightly examination with 3 questions. You need to write these answers down, not just think about them. Writing activates different neural pathways. It creates accountability. It makes your thoughts concrete instead of slippery. Question 1. What did I do well today? Not what went well, what did you do well? What virtues did you practice? Where did you show courage, discipline, justice, or wisdom? Be specific. I stayed calm when the meeting went off track is better than I had a good day. This isn't participation trophy psychology. You're identifying successful tactics so you can replicate them. If you don't consciously note what works, you can't deliberately repeat it. Question 2. What could I have done better? This is where most people either go too soft or too hard. Too soft, I could have been more present, I guess. Too hard, I'm a complete failure who can't do anything right. Neither approach is useful. You need surgical precision. When John challenged my idea, I got defensive instead of curious. Better response would have been, tell me more about your concern. Practice this. See that? You've identified the specific failure point and programmed the specific correction. That's weaponized self-improvement. Question 3. What will I do differently tomorrow? This must be concrete and actionable. Not, I'll be more mindful. That's garbage. Try, when I feel myself getting defensive in tomorrow's meeting, I'll pause for 3 seconds before responding. That's a mission objective. Marcus Aurelius filled his journal with these tactical adjustments. When you wake in the morning, tell yourself, today I will encounter busybodies, ingrates, the arrogant, the deceitful, the envious, the antisocial. That's not pessimism, that's mission briefing. He was programming his responses before the day even started. The dichotomy of control journal technique. Here's an advanced technique that will transform your decision-making, the control matrix. Draw a line down the center of your page. Left side, things I control. Right side, things I don't control. Every source of stress, every problem, every concern gets categorized. And here's the rule. You only strategize about what's on the left side. Everything on the right side gets one of 3 responses. Accept it, prepare for it, or ignore it. Someone might betray you. Right side, you can't control their character. Left side, you can control how much you trust, what you share, and how you respond if it happens. The economy might crash. Right side. Left side, you can control your savings rate, your skills, your adaptability. Your work might not get the recognition you want. right side. Left side, you can control the quality of your work and your detachment from external validation. This simple matrix eliminates 90% of human suffering. We suffer because we spend mental energy on the right side of the page, trying to control things that aren't ours to control. The Stoics knew this 2,000 years ago. Marcus wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." But realizing it once isn't enough. You need to practice this sorting process daily until it becomes automatic. Your journal is where this practice happens. Every day, you sort your concerns. Every day, you redirect your energy from right to left. Over time, you become impossible to destabilize because you've stopped trying to control the uncontrollable. The obstacle processing protocol. The Stoics had a radical idea. Every obstacle is actually an opportunity for virtue. But they didn't just say this, they had a process for extracting the opportunity. When something goes wrong, when you face a setback, when life throws you off balance, open your journal and run through this protocol. Step 1. State the obstacle objectively. Again, no emotional contamination. Lost the client account, not my career is ruined because of this disaster. Step 2. Identify which Stoic virtue this obstacle demands. Does it demand courage, discipline, patience, wisdom, justice? Every obstacle is a test of specific virtues. Name them. Step 3. Ask, how would the Stoic sage respond? Not how you wish you could respond. How would Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, or Epictetus handle this exact situation? Write it out. This creates psychological distance and activates your rational mind. Step 4. Design your specific response plan. Based on Step 3, what are your concrete next actions? Not someday, not maybe. What are you doing tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. to address this challenge? Step 5. Identify the unexpected advantage. This is where Marcus's "the obstacle is the way" becomes tactical. What skill will you develop because of this challenge? What weakness in your system did this expose that you can now fix? What opportunity does this create? This protocol transforms your journal from a feelings diary into an obstacle conversion machine. You're not just recording problems, you're processing them into fuel.
The Death Meditation Journal Entry. Here's where Stoic journaling gets dark and powerful. Once per week, the Stoics recommended contemplating death, not in a morbid way, in a clarifying way. Nothing cuts through bullshit like mortality. In your journal, write your own obituary as it would read if you died today. Be honest. What would people say you stood for? What would they remember? What wouldn't be mentioned because you never got around to it? Then write the obituary you want to earn. What needs to change? What needs to start? What needs to stop? Seneca wrote, "Let us prepare our minds as if we'd come to the very end of life. Let us postpone nothing. Let us balance life's books each day." Your weekly death meditation journal entry is that balancing of books. This practice destroys procrastination. When you write from the perspective of your deathbed looking back, your priorities crystallize instantly. The petty concerns vanish. The real work becomes obvious. Marcus Aurelius constantly reminded himself, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. He wasn't being morose, he was being strategic. Death is the ultimate deadline that makes all other deadlines meaningful. The Victory Log. Building anti-fragile confidence. Here's a Stoic technique most people miss: the systematic recording of wins.
We're neurologically wired to remember threats and failures more than successes. That's survival programming. But warriors need to override this bias. You need proof of your capability when doubt attacks. Create a section in your journal, call it the victory log, where you record every evidence of your competence. Not achievements, not awards, evidence that you can handle difficulty. Maintain discipline despite wanting to quit, March 15th. Stayed calm when attacked verbally, April 3rd. Completed difficult project under terrible conditions, May 22nd. When you face a new challenge and doubt creeps in, you don't rely on motivation or inspiration. You open your victory log and read the evidence. You're building an evidence-based case for your own capability. This isn't affirmation, it's proof, and proof is stronger than any motivational speech. Epictetus said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." The victory log is how you prove to yourself that you're becoming what you claimed you'd be.
The Philosophical Emergency Kit. Here's an advanced application. Use your journal to create response protocols for specific types of attacks: mental, emotional, circumstantial. When someone insults you, you don't scramble for a response. You have a pre-written protocol, insult protocol. They've revealed their character, not defined mine. Their opinion is an external, indifferent. My character is an internal, mine to control. Response, none required, or calm acknowledgement without defense. When fear attacks, you have a protocol, fear protocol. Fear is an impression, not a fact. Question, what's actually in my control right now? What's the worst that happens? Can I survive that? Then proceed. When you're tempted to quit, you have a protocol, quit temptation protocol. Review victory log. Remember previous moments I wanted to quit but didn't. Consider deathbed perspective. Will I regret quitting? If no, quit strategically. If yes, continue strategically. These protocols become your philosophical emergency kit. You're not reinventing your philosophy during crisis. You're executing pre-planned responses. This is exactly what Marcus Aurelius did in Meditations. Those weren't random thoughts. They were strategic reminders, protocols he could reference when under pressure. Be like the cliff against which the waves continually break. That's not poetry. That's a protocol for remaining steady under attack. The Stoic Question Matrix. Every day, end your journaling session by answering these 5 questions. They're designed by the Stoics to keep you philosophically aligned. 1. Did I practice virtue today, or just avoid vice? There's a difference between not being bad and actively being good. The Stoics were about excellence, not just adequacy. 2. Did I live according to nature, my rational nature, or did I live by impulse and emotion? This question catches you when you're drifting. It reminds you that you're a rational being, not an animal of stimulus and response. 3. Did I do my duty to others, or did I retreat into selfishness? The Stoics believed we're all part of one organism. Neglecting others is self-harm. This question keeps you from toxic individualism. 4. Did I remain indifferent to indifference, or did I treat externals as if they were goods or evils? This is the money question. Did you attach your peace to things outside your control? If yes, you suffered unnecessarily. This question trains detachment. 5. Am I better than yesterday? Not was today good, are you better? This is the only metric that matters. Small daily improvements compound into transformation. These 5 questions, answered honestly in your journal, create a feedback loop that forces growth.
You can't answer them daily and remain stagnant. The integration, your warrior journal structure. Let me give you the complete system, the structure I use based on Stoic principles. Morning, 10 minutes. Premeditatio Malorum. What could go wrong today? Pre-committed responses. Today's philosophical focus. Which Stoic principle am I practicing today? Mission statement. What am I building toward with today's actions? Midday check-in if possible. Am I living according to my morning intentions? Quick obstacle processing if needed. Evening, 15 minutes. 3-column review. Externals, my responses, Stoic corrections. 3 questions. What did I do well? What could I improve? What changes tomorrow? Victory log entry if applicable. 5 Stoic questions. Weekly, 30 minutes. Death meditation and obituary review. Victory log review. Obstacle processing for major challenges. Strategic planning for next week's battles. This structure turns journaling from a passive activity into an active training regimen. You're not recording your life, you're engineering it. The final truth about Stoic journaling. Here's what most people miss. The Stoics didn't journal to understand themselves, they journaled to command themselves. Modern psychology says express your feelings. Stoicism says examine your judgments. One makes you a victim of your emotions, the other makes you the general of your mind. Your journal isn't a friend. It's not there to validate you. It's there to challenge you, correct you, and upgrade you. Every entry should make you slightly more dangerous to your own mediocrity. Marcus Aurelius was the most powerful man in the world, and he still journaled. Not because he was insecure, because he was strategic. He understood that power without philosophy is tyranny over others and over yourself. When you journal like a Stoic, you're not documenting your journey, you're programming your operating system. You're writing the code that determines how you respond to everything life throws at you. Most people are running default programming, reactive, emotional, controlled by externals. You're going to rewrite that code, one journal entry at a time. The blank page isn't waiting to record your thoughts, it's waiting to forge them into weapons. Your journal is your war room. Your mind is the battlefield. Your thoughts are the enemy forces that need to be routed. Marcus Aurelius conquered the known world, but every night in his tent, he conquered something harder, himself. And he did it with the same tool you have right now, a blank page and the discipline to be honest on it. Your mission, should you accept it, is not to feel better, it's to become better. Not through motivation, but through systematic philosophical warfare against your own weakness. The Stoics called it ascesis, spiritual exercise. Your journal is the gymnasium where this training happens. So tonight, when you sit down with that blank page, don't ask yourself, how do I feel? Ask yourself, how do I conquer? Don't write about what happened to you. Write about what you're going to make happen through you. The Stoics didn't leave us self-help advice. They left us a battle plan. Your journal is where you adapt that battle plan to your specific war. This isn't ancient philosophy. This is cutting-edge psychological technology that just happens to be 2,000 years old. While everyone else is therapy journaling their way into comfortable stagnation, you're going to warfare journal your way into excellence. The emperor sits alone in his tent. The barbarians wait at the gates. But inside, Marcus Aurelius isn't afraid. He's writing, he's strategizing, he's turning his mind into something the chaos outside cannot break. You have the same tool he had, the same method, the same philosophy. The only question is, will you use it like a warrior or like a tourist? Your journal is open. The war for self-mastery begins now. Now pick up that pen and start writing your conquest.